Let's see. All right, bro. So yeah. This body of work that I'm doing is exploring. It's like exploring people feeling disregarded in any way, especially our people, like um, whether it's be like Chicanos, Mexican American, whatever, or people from where we're from Robstown, or anything, just personal experiences from our community and people that we know. Um, it's really around that, like about feeling discarded, whether or disregarded, whether it's like your immediate circles or like society. Um, yeah. So, like, my question to you is, have you ever felt like that? And like, have you ever seen that affecting you, or have you ever had to deal with that directly? Like, when is the time that you ever felt like disregarded or discarded by whether it be like, inner circles, outer circles, whatever.
Yeah, like society. I guess shit a lot because how our mindset is. You know what I'm saying? How we walk, how we talk, how we carry ourselves. How we express ourselves through tattoos. And you know me, I'm covered in tattoos from head to toe.
Yeah.
But that's one thing I get judged on. You know what I'm saying? And then they see me. They see they see this guy all tatted up, gold, fucking long hair, and automatically they're already thinking negative. Then they find out I'm from Robstown, and it's like, oh, you're from over there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everywhere I've gone, once I moved out of the town, it's like, yeah, I'm from Robstown. Oh shit, you're from over. They kind of look at me different. You know what I'm saying? And like, I feel like for instance, like my job, they see how I handle myself, how we're raised to be outspoken. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a real outspoken person. If I feel like something's wrong, I'm gonna speak on it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Like we were taught since we were kids, and I mean at least most of us were, and sometimes it comes off as like if I'm talking shit. So, like, say there was this higher position up, and I have the experience, I have the knowledge for it, I have everything for it,
Mm-hmm.
But the way I look, it's like, do we really want someone like that who looks like that, or talks like this, or carries himself like that, or like, you know what I'm saying? Basically,
Yeah.
shit like that, and
so they judge you. They judge you right off top.
Yeah. Basically, everybody. Like, there's a lot of people are like that. They see me and they're like, "Oh, he's trouble," or he's up to no good, or let me get on the other side of the street, or like, and not even knowing me, like knowing I'd fucking help you cross the street if you needed help, or
yeah,
or you needed $5. I don't even know you. I'm gonna lend you those $5, or open the door for you, type shit, and I feel like it's just the demeanor we put off, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah. And even like, so do you feel like people see a certain demeanor even when you don't have, or like not intentionally have a demeanor, or like, so like, do you feel like people well, that's what it seems like, right? A lot of people like judge based off just like surface level, immediate, like what you look like, boom boom boom.
Yeah, how I carry myself,
And how you
I walk with my head up, you know what I'm saying? I mean, but like, I'm a man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I've been through some shit. We've all been through some shit, but at the end of the day, I don't let nobody know. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna carry myself how a man should, head up high.
Yeah.
And and people always think that I'm trying to mean mug, or and that's just me. It's how I look. It's just like even one of my brothers told me, like, hey man, you're not in Robstown no more. You don't have to walk pissed off, or feel like everybody's out to get you, and I told him it's not even about that. It's just how we were raised. It's this is me, and I get that a lot. I get judged a lot, bro. Like, there's I can't count how many times people have told me, like, damn, I didn't expect you to be the person you were. before I talk to you. Or like
Uh,
even me as a father, people would tell me like before you had a kid, I didn't think you're gonna be the father you are. You know what I'm saying? Just because of the way you are or the way you look or
oh
just
yeah, wow.
yeah, bro.
So
I have people tell me like it's
wow,
crazy.
what? Right? So right off top, like just, huh? So they were
Yeah,
already so like that right there. They were already like disregarding you as a father before you even had a chance to like
prove
show
it.
who you really like. Do you?
Yeah, bro. I've had a couple of females and people tell me like, hey, like my bad, and I'll be like, what are you talking about? And they'll tell me like, the way I see the love you give your son and the way you are, and just the person you are, I never expected it from you, just because how you look. You know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
or like how you're from Robstown, and
Yeah. Wow. Just like that. Just right off of surface stuff.
yeah, because what they get from Robstown, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I've been in places where something gets stolen, and oh, well, he's from Robstown. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, motherfuckers,
Mm-hmm.
I work for my shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's
Mm-hmm.
one thing I don't do, bro. I don't steal. You know me, like I grind for my shit.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
that, and I teach my son the same way. You want it, you work for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah.
raising my son to be like in my song. I'm raising my son to be a fucking king
Yeah.
in a world full of jokers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. And
And
yeah, especially. Go ahead. Go ahead.
and like that's what I was telling one of my friends the other day. I'm like, man, I want to make it just so my son could be like, look at him. My dad's all tatted up, got the gold. He has the grill, has the long hair, but he made something of himself against people fucking discriminating, against people hating on him because he's from Robstown. He got the fucking tattoo of Robstown. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. Like in spite of all that.
yeah, I want him to see like shit. No matter what, I don't give a fuck who judges me or who looks at me different. It's not gonna change my attitude. I laugh at that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and even feeling like I've never felt like racism before until I was at a corner store over here, and I was like, damn, that shit felt ugly. You know what I'm saying?
What do you what? Oh, for real? Like direct racism?
Like not direct, but
Like caras
like
or what?
not just that. Like there was a white guy. Let me break down the story. There's a white guy right at a store register, and I was next in line, and some white lady comes, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm already in line, right? And he's like, I'll get you next, man. She walks up, and I was like, I was here, and he just like blew me off, and I could just tell, you know what I'm saying? And I get to him, I said, hey, bro, that's fucked up what you did. Like I know, like just off his just the way he was moving, just the way his faces he was making. I told him, I said, that's fucked up, bro. Like just because she was a white lady, you wanted to get her in front of, like, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
and I knew what it was. I knew it was color. You know what I'm saying? It had to be, bro. Like I felt it deep down, like, And I told him, I said, that's ridiculous, bro. It's fucking. This was like 2018. And I'm like, bro, it was an ugly fucking feeling. Something I would never want my son to feel.
And
Like,
it was direct. Like I mean, like it was like directly indirect, but it was like it was obvious.
yeah. Like, there's more to the story, but I don't want to take the time. But it was like, it was an ugly fucking feeling. Like, I literally went, sat down in my car, and I was like, damn, I've never felt that in my whole fucking life, bro. Like, kind of like, motherfucker, you're after us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's how I felt. And I was like, fuck, bro, I would never want my son to feel like that. In 100 fucking years, bro, like, nobody, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I teach him to love everybody, because I don't want him to be like, oh, I'm Mexican or I'm Chicano. I don't want him to be like, fuck blacks or fuck all that. Like, that's an ugly fucking feeling. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And it's an ugly trait for people. And and that's the thing too. Like you were saying, like for one, like growing up in Robstown from day one, we grow up. Once we start, of course, we grow up as regular innocent kids, not thinking our town is anything different than anybody else's. Our childhood is nothing different. Our environment is nothing different until we start to get older, and then we start to interact with people from the surrounding areas or beyond, and then you start hearing people the way they talk about our environment, the way they talk
Yeah.
about our community. Then it was
Like,
they,
whenever. Oh, my bad.
No, I'm just saying. Then we start to see like, huh, and then it even causes like you hear it enough, and there's like it starts to take a toll on people, and then people feel like, in a way, like some people have this like self-fulfilling prophecy or something like, oh, this is what we are, okay, then whatever, like, this is what we are, this is what some people kind of like live up to it in a way, just cause like, fuck it, it's a little bit like boom boom boom. But at the same time, it's like people are like they're missing out on so much of who we really are, and
Yeah, exactly. Not knowing, just like for instance, your grandma.
yeah.
Like just for this instance, like, bro, your grandma taking everybody.
Oh
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? Off the love. And same thing with my mom. My mom, all my homeboys were welcome if she knew where your heart was.
Yeah, absolutely.
And she passed away, and all my homeboys would tell me like, man, she was a good lady. Like if someone was over, she's gonna feed them. Like,
Yeah.
and so we grew up around that. We grew up sharing. Like me, like I said, I won't. If me and you are sitting at a fucking table and I have a fucking burger, I'm gonna split that burger and be like, here, bro, eat. And you're gonna be like, nah, fuck no, eat, bro. I'm not gonna eat that half. Like,
Yeah.
like, consider it. You know what I'm saying? We grow up sharing because we know how it is to not have.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I tell my people like people always ask like, why you share everything? I'm like, yeah, because I don't know if you're gonna go home hungry. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
like I could give you a meal for the rest of the day. Like that's that's how we're raised.
Yeah, it's like that's one of the first things we do if somebody walks in our house with us. It's like, hey, are you hungry?
Wait,
hey, are you thirsty? But yeah, that's what we do. That's like, and another thing is like, having to grow up like, I don't know, being like that defensive. It's like, it also causes like some kind of, for some people it's like this like resilience or whatever, but also these insecurities, but then also this like I don't know, it's all kinds of things, but
like to be like the pride in it though too.
Yes, the
Like,
pride,
yeah, like,
because
yeah,
some people will let it get
motherfucker, I'm
to
from
them.
Rob Sound. You know you've heard about my town. You know what it is. Don't make like I'm not like that, but don't make me take it there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like that's the thing that is, that's a better route, because like that empowerment, like that, like what you just said, that ownership of, yeah, you know what, yeah, I am from there. And I feel like a lot of people, especially like I know like me, that like turned on in me, like like when I was over here and I was thinking about, like, I was studying like some Latino stuff, like for some artwork, and then I started to look into like where I'm from and the city and the town, and our culture and more of my roots and everything, and it just like woke up this like crazy pride about where I'm from. And especially, I spent so many years so far away from anybody that's like me, so when I found myself alone up here, I just like thought, and I'm just like, I thought of everybody. I thought of Robstown. I thought of our hometown. And I'm like, man, like, there's nothing like it. And I go down there and I come back, and it's just like, you can't recreate that. You can't replace that. And it doesn't matter what any of the outside world says, but that goes into like preparing us for society, right? When you go into the bigger world as a whole, if somebody wants to judge you for being Mexican or Mexican American or whatever when you're in another state, that doesn't get to you, because that doesn't really get to you because you've already spent your whole life. We've already spent our whole life in Robstown already dealing with stuff from our own people, from our own kind within the surrounding communities. So we already like that, you know what I mean? We already
I feel like Robstown's a good town. I'm not even. I wouldn't want my kid. Unfortunately, he's probably gonna get raised there. But I feel like getting raised in Robstown's a good thing, because I feel like it's good to get raised in Robstown, but get out of Robstown.
Grow past it. grow
Yes,
beyond it, and of course
okay,
come
it
back.
makes you this person. It makes you this guy who, like, it builds character. It builds you as a man,
Absolutely.
as a woman. But get the fuck out of there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's a good time to learn your morals, to learn your family ties.
Mm-hmm.
But as soon as you get of age, or as soon as you can, get the fuck out, because
Mm-hmm.
you get surrounded by so much drugs, you know,
Mm-hmm.
bullshit activity. Like all my homeboys in and out the pen, in and out the pen. My homeboy just got out. You know what I'm saying? 2 months later, he's doing another 3 years. Like I got homeboys on the run, cutting their monitors. Like,
Yeah.
but I feel like it would change if they would get the fuck out of there. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell my homeboys, like, yo, you gotta get the fuck out of the situation you're in to better yourself.
And what about like what would you say to somebody who can't get out? Like say somebody who doesn't know anybody out of town, or it's like, them and their family, they've never really left Rob Sound, but they kind of think about it or whatever. And they have like some kind of potential or something. Like what would you say to somebody who can't or doesn't have like an immediate way to just like
I'd be like, hey, do what my boy Bobby did.
yeah.
Move to a mother. What'd you say? You used to go eat popcorn from the fucking stadiums.
Oh yeah. I used to eat popcorn from the bleachers. Yeah,
you made a way. Like anybody could do it, bro. Like I tell my homeboys, I'm not in no position to talk, but you know what? I'm doing good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm doing a lot better than a lot of my homeboys, than a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think I'm better.
Yeah.
But it's that negativity that we can't do it. And I get like that sometimes, you know what I'm saying? With different shit, with my music, with the art. I'm just like, I can't do it. I doubt myself so much that I tell myself you can't do it. And then I believe myself. Like, fuck it. I'll stick to what I know.
So do you feel like that's a way of you, in a way, like disregarding?
I feel like as people, we doubt ourselves too much because of where we're from.
Exactly, that's what I mean.
Because our tios and tias and cousins, they like that. They like Rob Sound. They want to be in Rob Sound. And I'm not saying there's nothing. It's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool to make a living and shit. But like I said, in my eyes, I don't want to be there forever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna be there forever. Like I moved out as soon as I could. You know what I'm saying? Once I got on my feet, I got me an apartment. I got the fuck out of there, and I don't want to go back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
it's not hard. It's I was working and still doing my hustle on the side, but I found a way.
Yeah. And do you think like so? See, so when it comes to that, when it comes to making moves for that, like those kinds of moves, yeah, you handle business, you did the you walked through the changes that you wanted to see and you made it happen. But now when it comes to like something that matters as much as your music to you, and when you find yourself stuck or not creating as much as you wish you would, or as because of your own self-doubt or whatever, do you feel like in a way that's kind of like you disregarding yourself now, and do you feel like that has to do with growing up like that, or where do you feel like a lot of that stems from?
I never really had anybody telling me I could do it.
Did you ever
know what I'm saying? Like,
did you ever have it?
I just happened to cross music and knew how to say a rhyme. You know what I'm saying? And knew how to put stories together. I taught myself. You know what I'm saying? I still remember doing my first show and like nobody told me, hey, keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? Like my mom passed away. My pops wasn't part of the picture, and it's like nobody was really telling me like, hey, chase your fucking dream. You know what I'm saying?
And did that did anybody tell you not to chase your dream?
To a certain extent, not telling me not to, but to face reality.
Yeah, I think I always find that particular argument funny, because if we look around, as far as reality goes, our entire reality is created by creators. So
Exactly.
whether it be the phone you're on, whether it be the designers that created, the graphics you're looking at, the music you listen to, the billboards, the t-shirts you're wearing, the fashion designers that made that, the businesses, the building, the houses you're sitting in, the architects that did that, the engineers, it's all, your reality is literally here because of creative people that brought things out of their head. Like, that's literally what it is. The but people fail to like see that. I don't know why they don't take that seriously. Like, that's really what it is. You wouldn't even have
I guess because the generation before us was taught to work. You know what I'm saying? Like me and my pops were always off and on. We don't have that son and dad relationship, which a lot of us don't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when I would talk about, like what I want to do, he would just, not just him, but okay. And if that doesn't work, what? So in my head, it's always, what if it doesn't work? And like now, I'm to a point in my life where, I put music on the back burner because all the shit I was going through. Like I told you that little saying I said, the music used to take me from my problems. Now my problems take me from my music.
Yeah.
Just it I let that take control of, like, man, maybe it's not gonna work. Maybe I'm too old. Maybe there's too many people trying to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, those factors fall in, and now I'm self-doubting. Now I can't create a song how I used to write a song in fucking 30 minutes, bro. A whole fucking song with hook and everything, and now it's taking me 2-3 weeks just to get a fucking hook down.
And do you think also, like, family factors, or maybe like your dad not being around, in a way that was also like something that kind of maybe like behind the scenes made you feel like disregarded in a way to where it got to your self-esteem, or to where it felt like you couldn't amount to anything, or like something like you weren't worthy of something?
Of course, because, like, all right, my dad's side, all my cousins are college graduates, fucking, you know what I'm saying, are doing good, and I dropped out of school. You know what I'm saying, I fucking sold drugs. I like to use them. I used to like to use them. I had my son, not early, but earlier than most people. It was like, if he wasn't if he wasn't not proud of me, but like disappointed in the choices I made. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was around, but he wasn't. Like, he always says, "Oh, I pay child." Yeah, you can pay child support, but that doesn't make you a father. You know what I'm saying? And some of it was me, where I was distancing myself. Like, fuck that. I ain't gonna be like my, like, nothing against my cousins, because they're good people, but that's not me. You know what I'm saying? School was never me. Which goes back to how we were raised. We thought the dope dealers. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say it's fucking cliche because everybody says it, but like, we wanted to be like them. You know what I'm saying? We saw the fucking gangsters get all the respect. We wanted to be like them. You know what I'm saying? We saw, all the street hustlers, like, shit, man, this motherfucker has a car. Like, so growing up, I was like, fuck that, fuck school. You know what I'm saying? By the time I'm fucking 19, 20, I'm going to be a fucking Scarface type guy. But, that's, I was corrupted. You know what I'm saying? It's that's who we look up to, because that's who we see.
And then when you look over towards your cousins all in college and everybody praising them and congratulating them and everything, then that's another spot for you to feel out of place, or like not belonging.
Yeah, exactly. Like, especially like whenever they're like after high school and shit, I fucking got kicked out of school. My cousin's going to college. I'm fucking at a dead end job. Now I got a decent job. I'm making good. I'm making money.
Yeah.
But it took me a long fucking time to get where I was at, to get to where I'm at, and it took a lot of rainy days, bad days, to finally see it.
And when you were starting out, when you were getting up there, like barely starting out and trying to do good, and knowing that you just had like not like the best history before that, like no credentials or nothing, did that make you feel kind of like,
I went to my job not knowing shit.
Now, did that make you feel kind of like insecure, so, or like that again? Back to like, oh shit, now I live this street life for this X amount of years, and now I'm at the table with my cousins who just came back from college, and I feel like like I don't know, not dumb, but like, just
Regretful.
less than, in a way, or yeah, regretful, or like, yeah.
And yeah, I do. Yeah, because like, I mean, of course, I want my son to look up to me and be like, "Damn, my dad did it." You know what I'm saying? Like, he's still gonna do that. Like, that's what I live
Oh,
for.
yeah.
Like, I hustle hard just for him. You know what I'm saying? Like, but like, even when I was fucking, even like, even when I was doing good, you know what I'm saying? Like, good job, hella hours, overtime. I was still doing my shit. You know what I'm saying? I was still hustling. I can't leave that alone because that's easy money to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what I was raised. Before I had a job, I was selling weed. Like, and it got to other drugs and shit. But that's one thing. Like, I always fall back on it. Fuck, if something's happening, I need more money. I'm gonna go get this and flip this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And was it,
that mentality never leaves.
and was that more of like when you thought about it, is like it's like an acceptable, like how do I say it?
Like, if I'm not doing nothing wrong.
No, it was more like not like you're not doing nothing wrong, but it's something that actually people look up to. So like, say if like if you were a tecato, that'd be different. Like, you could say, fuck it, I'm in the streets. I'm in, I see everybody partying, whatever. I'm gonna be a tecato. Like, it's different because if you want to slang, you want to be a hustler, whatever. So did you see it as like, no, this is something that actually people out here in the streets like actually look up to. So it's something like that actually bumps me up a level rather than people look down on me like I've been used to throughout
like, especially because everybody knows I hustle, bro. Like, I do all types of different hustles. And some legal, some illegal, but it's, people always tell me like, damn, bro, you motivate me because how much you hustle. You know what I'm saying? Like, like I get up and it's like, okay, what are we doing? Okay, I'm working a 16-hour shift. After that 16-hour shift, I'm gonna go do some more shit. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's fucking illegal, like I said, or drug, or shoes, or anything, bro. Anything I can make a profit on, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna buy it and I'm gonna flip it.
And what motivates you more than anything? Like, what motivates you? Like,
that's the easiest question. My son.
I figured that.
My son, to be able to take him every time I pick him up to the store and buy him a fucking toy, buy him whatever the fuck he wants. And I know it's not, materialistic shit doesn't matter, but I'm also there as a father. I fucking tell him I love him 100 times. I give him 100 kisses until he gets mad at me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he's gonna grow up knowing like, hey, my fucking pops love me, something I didn't have.
Yeah.
I was looking for love from my dad. My brother showed me how to be a man. My brother showed me how to shoot a fucking a basketball, how to throw a football, how to fucking... Yeah, he showed me how to hustle too, but you know what? At the end of the day, it helped me. To him, he regrets it because he went through some shit, but it got me on my feet. It got me out of holes that I dug myself into. You know what I'm saying? But my son is my main motivation, bro. Like, I will not fail because I have him.
So that...
I didn't have... Bro, before I had my son, I was lost. Getting drunk, barred out, high, coked up every fucking day, bro.
Yeah.
Every day. Every fucking day, bro. Not giving a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Because I just lost the fucking main person in my life.
Mm-hmm.
And when I had my son, it snapped. Like, okay, it went to, man, mom, I want to be there with you, to like, hey, mom, now, it's going to be a while.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not ready to go yet.
Yeah, wow. Because now you have somebody looking up to you.
Exactly. And he knows who his dad is. You know what I'm saying? No matter who comes around him, he knows who his dad is because I show him. I when he does wrong, I sit him down. I don't even spank him. I sit him down and I talk to him. I'm not gonna say I don't spank him because I'll spank him sometimes when he's out of hand. But for the most part, I fucking sit him down and I talk to him like he's a man. He's only fucking 4 years old, bro.
Oh no, they'll
I
catch
talk,
it. I yeah,
yeah,
I
that's
bet.
what I'm saying. I talk to
Yeah.
him and I let him know, like, hey, you can't be doing this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you hit me, I'm gonna hit you back.
Mm-hmm.
You bite me, I'm gonna bite you back. Throw me this pillow, I'm gonna fucking throw it back. Like, that's what life is. You gotta give what you can get. I mean, you gotta be able to take a punch as hard as you could give one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, knowing that, and also I think like knowing cause and effect.
Yeah, exactly. If you do this, how many times you gonna burn yourself?
Yeah.
You're gonna put your hand over that flame. It's gonna keep hurting, right?
Instant
well,
karma.
I'm here to show you, motherfucker, blow that flame out or move your hand.
Right? They call that instant karma, I think, too.
Yeah, and you know, back to the question, but that's my main motivation, bro. My son, that's honestly my only motivation. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still here because of him. I owe him more than he'll ever know. Like,
so then that brings it to how did you go from your dad not being around the way that you wanted him to be, and you feeling kind of like outcast, like in a way, like being from Rove and all this other stuff. How did you go from that, especially dealing with your dad and your own situations, to doing the opposite instead of reliving the that cycle?
Because let me see, like change, bro.
Yeah,
change.
because you know you had a choice. So like, what made you choose rather than repeat what anything that you had gone through? What made you just do something different? Like, you know,
I want more in life,
right? Because a lot of people, you know, that a lot of people will take that and take it out on the next one, or take it out on their own kids, or just like say like, well, my dad did it to me, or my people did it to me, or society made me feel this way, so whatever.
Oh, my dad wasn't there, so I don't have to be there. Nah, motherfucker, you want your kid to grow up to be like you, to have that hate that you had, to have that anger, to have that fucking that missing piece. Nah, bro, not you. You could do that, but I'm not.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My son's gonna know. And back to the question, it was the change. Seeing the gatos walking around town. Some of them I went to school with. Some of them were my friends. Knowing I could have been there, bro. My best friends are all locked up or on the run. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm the only one that, me and you know, probably my cousin and like another homeboy, but it's like we could have been there if we wanted to. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the only one who changed, and I'm not trying to make it seem like I'm the only one who changed for the good, because I have homeboys who changed for their family, like, you know what I'm saying, who want to better themselves for their kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And there's a good amount of us that are doing it, but there's also majority of them that are not doing it, that are like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I grew up without my dad. I'm good. Like, nah, motherfucker, you gotta break that cycle. When I tell my homeboys, like, the fuck you mean you ain't gonna be there for your kid? Like, that's sorry. That ain't no man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I learned all that by myself because, well, shit. You know what I'm saying? Nobody taught me.
Yeah, that's what I was asking too. So like, what would you say to somebody like that? Like somebody who's just like somebody who's caught right there in that at that moment. Like,
don't be a selfish motherfucker.
That's perfect. Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
And I'm gonna talk to you raw like that. Don't be a selfish motherfucker. You got kids who looking up to you. You got a family. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that. Fuck your homeboys. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers ain't gonna be there whenever you're down and out. You know what I'm saying? These hoes ain't gonna be there when you ain't got no money. But your kid's gonna be there starving with you. The lights off, he's gonna be there with you. You know what I'm saying? So why not fucking hustle hard and make sure his life's good? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like how you want it.
And what would you tell your son, or what are you gonna tell him when he gets older, and if he ever reaches moments where he feels like looked down on or looked at sideways by society or by people, or like that, like disregarded or whatever? What would you tell your son?
Fuck him.
Yeah.
As long as you know what's in your heart, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Because I don't want him ever to feel like he's less than another person because someone else's opinion.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Fuck them. They don't. That same like that's my trait. Fuck them. You don't like me? Fuck you. Don't talk to me. Don't look at me. Be scared of me, or talk shit about me, or say I'm this, but I know what I am. I know what I bring to the table. You know what I'm saying? I could eat alone.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of motherfuckers can't stand by themselves. I could, and I have, and I will. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I'm gonna tell him it's all what's in your heart.
Yeah.
If you know you're a good person, you don't gotta brag about it. I buy people food all the time, homeless people food all the time. I don't go bragging about it. I don't be putting it on social media. I just do it because I'm in a good mood. And, you know, the paycheck was a little fat that week. You know.
Yeah.
So why not?
Yeah. Why not? That's a good question. That's the question right there. It's not why. It's why not.
Exactly. Don't be a selfish motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that could be your brother, that could be your cousin, that could be your dad, that could be your mom out there. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And like when I see these tecatos, I don't look down on them. I just know, damn, I wouldn't want to be in their shoes, and I wouldn't want one of my loved ones to be there.
And I feel like I'm actually like I'm as much pain as it's been like in life. I'm grateful for the things that I've experienced or that my loved ones have experienced, because I can empathize with people in hard places. Because I feel like a lot of people that never went through many hardships, or the ones who never had family members through any kind of hardships or incarceration or drug addiction or anything.
They don't know the pain.
And they don't know how to feel sorry for a human being in that situation. Like, oh, look at that person.
I've seen the closest to me hooked on a drug. On the worst drug.
Yeah.
And to experience that, to someone who you looked up to like a hero.
Yeah.
To see them go on that downfall, that's the worst thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
absolutely.
Tupac had a fucking a poem. It was like something about like the when the stars fall or some shit like that. And when your hero falls.
Tupac had a poem like that?
Yeah, it's called yeah, when your hero falls. That's what it's called, bro. And it's basically like it's if you ever have a chance, like right now I'm looking at it, and it's like when your hero falls from grace and fairy tales are uncovered, myths exposed, the pain magnified, the greatest pain discovered. It taught me to be strong, but I'm confused to see you so weak. No, you said to never give up, and it hurts to see you welcome defeat.
When your hero falls, that's the name of it?
It says, when your hero falls, so do the stars, and so does the perception of tomorrow. Without my hero, there is only me, only to deal with my sorrow. Your heart ceases to work. Like, bro, it's just a deep fucking poem. You know what I'm saying?
Damn. And Pac wrote that?
Pac wrote that, yeah. And I had that book when I was like in like 8th grade, bro. And when I saw, my hero fall, like, it made sense. And it's fucked up because that's why I love music and poetry, because I could read something I could read something today, and something happened to me in fucking 4 or 5 years, and it will pop up.
Oh, like, wow. I'm looking at it right now.
Say you hear a song, like, and you're like, damn, this motherfucker just said some deep ass fucking shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, me personally, that was the first time when I was growing up that I ever felt like something was relatable that I was listening to, because like I had like my Theo introduced me to like Hendrix and the Beatles and all kinds of stuff, which was badass. And then I had like my mom and them listen to Ozzy and all that, badass. But when I was at a certain point where we were poor, where we didn't have both parents, my dad was in prison, and all kinds of stuff was going on, there was nobody I could relate to through the music. It was fine to escape. But then when I heard Pac, like straight right off top, when I heard Pac and how deep he went with it,
how passionate he is with his music,
and when he said like, yeah, it's okay, like it's like you're not alone in that struggle, like, oh yeah, it's like it's all right to be poor right now, like it's not okay, but it's happening, like you're not alone on that, and you can find power in that struggle. Yeah, keep your head up.
Hell yeah, bro. I remember being fucking so broke on Christmas Eve. On Christmas, bro, my mom was crying. I told her, man, don't even worry about it. Rewrap my fucking old toys, and I'll wake up happy. Like, that's just some shit we went through. You know what I'm saying? It's life, bro. It makes us it just makes us want to hustle hard. It just make, or at least me, at least seeing my mother struggle, all the way till she fucking passed away, bro, and it sucks, but it made me realize that life. My mom passed away at 41, bro.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? I'm 28.
Sorry, bro.
That's like what, 13 years away.
Yeah, I can't even imagine that.
Like, hey, bro, it made me hate the world. It made me hate God. It made me hate everybody, dog. Like, it just made me hate everything. You know what I'm saying? Until I had my son.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to love until I had my son. I didn't know how to show love until I had my son. I didn't know how to do anything. I didn't know how to be a man because I was trapped by the negativity. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah.
And like you said, like, music is just something that I coped with. Like, Zero, bro, all his old songs, I would sit there and I'd be like, damn, this motherfucker's just, talking about his mom being dead and, fucking ass out, no fucking money, no, going ends on a fucking meal with his homeboy just so they could eat. Like, it's relatable, bro, and it's just fucking crazy.
And it goes back to you, and I'm gonna throw that ball right back to you now. You just mentioned music, you mentioned going deep, you mentioned telling stories, and you mentioned that impact that it had on you. Now, what do you think the potential is that you could have that impact on somebody else? Because you're a storyteller, you just gotta get going on that craft. Because imagine how many kids are out there waiting to hear from you directly. Not from me, not from anybody else. There are kids that are gonna be growing up in the future that you don't even know about, that you probably will never meet in your life, that are only waiting to hear from you. They're gonna be alone. They will be alone if you do not create this stuff and you don't put it out.
Like, it sucks, bro, because, like, I made the best music when I was going through it.
No. You made the best music at that time. No, you can always you can do. There's several different things, and you can go. You can get into that space.
Like, my genre is storytelling. Just storytelling, and all my stories are sad or depressing, but that's me. That's how I grew up. That's, you know what I'm saying?
That's catharsis. That's
yeah. And like, now that I'm in a better spot in life, I don't have nothing to complain about. I don't have nothing to write about. I'm not fucking struggling. I mean, I'm of course we could always be doing better, but I'm not worrying, okay, well, how am I going to get my next bill paid, or how am I going to flip this, this bud or this coke or this, how am I going to, you know what I'm saying, feed my son? Am I going to have to, like,
then you don't have to write about that in the present tense. You could write about it in the past tense. And
yeah, and that's what a lot of my, sorry to cut you off, but that's what a lot of the songs that people are hearing, that's all my old shit. That's what's sad. Everybody's like, damn, bro, you're going hard, but not knowing I wrote that shit 3-4 years ago.
But I'm saying, when you write now, if you wanted to cover some topics that you covered, like some topics that you went through before, you don't have to cover it like if you're living it right now. You can cover it like that's what you went through. Like, you're sharing your story, because what you're doing, and look, here's the ticket. Here's the strongest point about it. Instead of creating in the midst of it, not knowing what's happening on the other side, now you're talking from a good place, and you're going to lead them through to something better. So now you're in a position where you can not only share in past tense, like, boom, 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 this is what I went through, this is whatever, and walk them through that, but you can also, like, have them land on where you are now, in a better space, in a better position, and with a little bit more of, like, an awakening to yourself and your purpose and the things that you love. And, like, that's the gift to give, like, rather than just recycle trauma. Because if, say, you were still stuck in the middle of it, then you're just still gonna keep making music about the trauma, but now we're just selling back our trauma to ourselves, and we're just recycling the trauma. But now that you've already made something better, you can share the trauma, but you can also share the light. And that's the power,
Yeah, no, it lets you know that, like Pac said, you know what I'm saying? Keep your head up.
Hell yeah, and just talk and spit that shit like a fucking come up. Like, spit that shit like raw, like that pain. Get that pain raw, because it was past tense. Get that pain raw, because that the come up is on the other side of that. At the end of that is the come up. So you can spit that raw because you know, and really hard because you know what's coming, and you know how far you've come, so you know how far you've come from. So that could help drive you like I was fucking in it. Like me, like when I think about it, I get so hype. Like I could straight up be in those moments. Like man, like we were just like straight up in it. Like getting into, doing daños and getting into trouble and making messes and losing homeboys and all of that. Like in the middle of that, I can get really passionate about that, and I can tell you like it lights me up even more because of where I'm at now. Like man, we've come so far. And we've gone through the trenches, through the abyss. Like, it makes me that much more passionate because we're speaking from over here. Because we're not lost in the mud right now. We're not lost in the mud. Now we can look. We can look at that mud and be like talk about that fucking mud. Like we can describe that mud a lot better because
we're my shoes because I walked through that bitch.
Exactly. And now we're standing up on top. We're already standing up on the fucking shore, looking down at the mud. And we can describe it better because we're not fucking in it. That's like a fish trying to describe water. Like they're still in that shit. It's like I think you if you can find a way to like open up and looking at like just switch the lens a little bit, just change the lens a little bit, boom boom. Like all you need is just I think like I know you'll get it. Like I know you'll get it. It's gonna hit you like a shift or two. Like something's gonna click and it's just gonna be like, oh, okay, boom. This is the percent. Like that's it.
What are you talking about?
Because your story's still your story. It didn't go nowhere. Your story's still your story. Your pain's still your pain. Your experiences are still there. And the thing that changed is your fucking come up, and your son, and your purpose, and having something in your life that you absolutely love. So, like, say you wanted to build up. Okay, imagine this. Imagine, like, and I'm just gonna go based on one song. Imagine a song like where you already start with the ending, where it's your son. Okay, imagine it's your son being born, and you like loving him and spending time. Like it's your son, the existence of your son. Okay, start with that. You know the ending. You know where it's going. Now go back to the back, where the pain goes, where the pain comes from. And talk about that pain. Like imagine that pain. Like deeply, like get in it. Like you could even talk about it. Like say the whole song could be present tense. Like you could talk about like, I'm in here. Boom. I'm serving the da 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 da. I'm serving the whatever. I'm stressed. I'm panic, paranoid. Boom, boom. You could talk about it like you're already fucking. You're in it. You're crazy. You're in the mud, and everybody's gonna listen to it like, oh shit, how's he ever gonna get out of that shit? And you just keep going, and it's like it gets crazier, and then your mom, and then boom, and it's like, oh shit, like damn, he's just getting good, and then it's like boom, and then something just starts to shift, and it's like boom, 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 and then you fuck it, and then it goes, and then it ends like with your son and like love and like light and like boss status and like you like. Come on, you know what I mean? Like,
nah, I feel you 100%.
You got everything. You got the whole recipe now. You don't just got the pain. Now you got the pain and the prosperity. You got the recipe. You have something,
Yeah, I just need to stop making fucking excuses.
There it is. And that's what it is, and it comes back full circle. What does that have to do? So now you said when it comes to people disregarding you, what did you say? What were you gonna tell your son to tell him? Fuck him, right? Okay. So what do you think you should think about you disregarding yourself and those excuses? Fuck him. and that's staying, and that part is staying in the recording. Straight up, you know what I mean?
Hell yeah!
Come on, let's go. We got one life that we know of, Chico. Come on,
for real.
Let's go. We got the little ones. They're looking out for us. They're looking up to us. Everything. They can see us juggle all this shit at once. We don't have to do it all at once. We could do baby steps. We could do boom, 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 boom. You know, when I was locked up last year, I was on work release. Working 10 hours, I would get out, go back to jail, sleep like 3-4 hours, wake up for head count and all that, work on my own art for like 2 hours in the jail, and then go to work at the factory for 10 hours, sometimes 12, come home, sleep again 2, 3, 4 hours, and get up again. And then for lunch, for lunch, I straight up would edit, even if it was like 2 sentences on my coloring book. I would just edit something on my app right there, sitting down. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. And before every break or lunch hit, I would write a quick list of what I was going to do when lunch hit. So that way I wasn't wasting no time. It was like, okay, I'm going to do this, this, and this, and this. And like, I'm telling you, you can get it. You can get it.
And I guess that's another thing too. Like, I'm not motivated towards that no more. Like when I know I should be. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you're not motivated towards what?
Like making like how I used to be towards my music. You know
Well,
what I'm saying?
change the mission. Change the mission. It doesn't have to be making music. What was it about making music that you liked?
It just released to everything, bro.
And why did you? And why did you like sharing it, or why did you share it with people?
Because I wasn't a big talker. I mean, I've always been a talker, but I'm not a expressing the feelings type of guy.
So you shared it with them to like get your side finally.
Yeah, like I talk to them without having to talk to them. Just listen to me. You know what I'm saying?
So you wanted to be heard, do that at least in a way.
Yeah. I don't want to sit there and talk to you about my problems. I want you to just listen to me.
Did you ever think about, like, did you ever share it with an intention that someone will get something out of it? Like hope, like for them?
Yeah. To like you said, like I wanted them to feel like how I felt when I heard Zero or heard Tupac. You know, you're not alone. Like,
yeah, you know, definitely.
Like, nobody's died. Even at the worst, I was still writing. You know what I'm saying? Like, just it's crazy, bro. Sometimes I gotta turn on my own music just to get like it's gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean? You have
like,
you have to turn on your own music?
Yeah, like that song I just dropped, that It'll Be Okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just gotta sit there and listen to it and remind myself like everything gonna be okay. You know what I'm saying? Sunshine comes after the rain, like, and I'm like, fuck, bro. Like I do this for myself. I could only imagine someone who's going through the story I told, hearing this song. You know what I'm saying? Like I've had like at least 2-3 people message me like, hey, you know, like we don't know each other, yada yada, but your song brought me into tears. Like that's more than anything I could ask for. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. Like
for someone to tell me that my shit fucking brought emotion out of them and they don't even know me, but
well, that's the thing. Did that make you feel good though? Like, I mean, did it really feel like good that you?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
I think like, cause it would be good to, you know, get back to your why. You know, they have this book, Simon Sinek. He has this book called something about your why, like know your why or something like that. And it's like, when you know your why, you know, that's your compass. Like, yeah. Why were you making music? You were making music to vent. You were making music to share your side. You were to heal, and in a way. And then you also, just by happenstance, you know, the way things go, ended up helping others heal. You know.
Yeah, exactly. Just like, cause like how I'm not scared to talk about, you know, life, depression, anxiety. You know, like. I put my fucking all, I put my heart into my music, and you know, people that don't know how to rap or don't know how to talk or don't, you know, who don't know how to fucking get it out there, just so they know, like, hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm not alone, shit.
And you know how many people are afraid to talk about that stuff? How many people?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm a fucking. I'll be your voice. You know what I'm saying? You're scared to talk about it. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Because what? Like I said, at the end of the day, it comes back to like what you asked me about my son. Fuck him. you could judge me. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all, you're not paying my bills. You don't bring me in my happiness. You don't bring me my, you know what I'm saying? You don't do nothing for me. So I'm gonna speak what I want to speak about. If you ask me a question, I'll tell you straight up. You know what I'm saying? You want to talk about depression? Shit, I'll let you know what it is to be in and out of that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? How I could be happy one minute and fucking down and out the next. Like, I live that shit. You know what I'm saying? And people are scared to talk about it, but I'm not. Because at the end of the day, I live for myself and for my son. I'm not here to impress nobody. I'm not here to get your okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And like that, I think you have, like, I mean, you have everything. You have the thing is, like, you have to find, you know, like, remind yourself of your why, you know. And it's like music, like, even if it's like, it's just storytelling. Let's just say storytelling, you know. It's just like, um your why wasn't to make music. Your why was to tell your story, you know. That's what it was. And it was like, whether it was for your own sake or just in general. But imagine this. Imagine, like, imagine your son, but somewhere else. So imagine Romeo, like, with no father. Like, imagine, because there's a lot of kids like that. Like, a lot of kids. Like, imagine some like that. Like, that are just, like, yearning for somebody to just, like, speak to them. You know?
Yeah.
And like I said, now you can speak from a point of, like, awakening, like, you know. So it's, you don't just have to, like, just share that trauma with them, but you're now from a point where, like, if it was like a kid like Romeo, you could not only share the pain that they're sharing, that they've gone through, but you could tell them, hey, things get better. And, like, hey, this is the way that I did this. Or, hey, boom, here's the come up. Or, hey, boom, here's the motivation. Or, hey, check it out, we're grinding. Or, hey, check it out, like now you have both sides. And once you have both sides, like, you have the whole coin. Like, you can do a lot. Like, and you can do it in a way that feels good to you. But you just have, like, if it hits you enough, you know, if that's really what calls you, like, if it calls you to, like, share your voice with people and storytell and do it in a way where it's your personal story, but it's also helping others. Like, if that's something that really hits you and it really feels good, then that could be your why, and it's one of your whys. Or if it's something that, like something that you eventually want to show your son when he gets older, you know, something that you've done, and, like, something that you hop back into and you handle business and you know, just got back in it, whatever. If that's something that motivates you, then that's your why. Like, all you gotta do is just find your whys that get you in it. And it doesn't have to be back to music if that's not your thing, but it could be, you know, storytelling. Like, I mean, that's it's a superpower you got, like, straight up.
Yeah. I appreciate it.
Yeah. So on that note, lastly, what would you say? I know this answer already because we asked it. So there's a lot of people that feel discarded. You already know that, especially from where we're from. What would you tell them? What would you tell them if they say, if they just feel like they're not strong enough? They're not like us, you know, we're more in the fight mode, like, you know, fuck them. But if they just don't feel strong enough, you know, because, you know, there were days where you didn't feel strong enough to say, like, fuck it, I'm gonna make art or I'm gonna make music. Like, what would you say to them when if they, like, just are struggling to find that power within themselves, that, like, you know, if they just they don't feel like they're worthy?
Only the strong survive.
Only the strong survive. Well,
you know what I'm saying? If you're gonna give up on yourself, why should I? You know what I'm saying? Like, not like that. Not like, why should I care? But come on, man. There's too much ways to hustle. There's too much ways to get paid. There's too much ways to get out of what you're in. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And like if we're talking about like the tecatos that are, I know it's hard. I've seen it firsthand. But that's something you got to dig deep down. If you really want change, you got to change.
Or what if it's somebody that's in Robstown or anywhere like similar community, and they're trying to like, what if they want to make their first song where they just share something about themselves and they're hurting, and they something about music is calling them, or something, but they just don't feel like they're up to it, and they don't feel like they're worthy, or they don't feel like anybody wants to hear their shit, or
Fucking
like
tell them, speak what you want, man. It's if your heart's telling you to do it, do it. Bro, I've gotten plenty of people hit me up talking about, man, I want to record a song, or yeah, man, let's do it. Bro, you know how many people I've told that, and it's fucked up. People will hit me up with a song, and I'm like, damn, it sucked. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna. I know they're not doing it for a passion. I know they're just doing it to get their shit off their chest. And I'm like, hey, you know what? Keep doing your shit. You get better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody's not. I'm not. And don't take it as I'm being fucking cocky, because I'm not, bro. I'm humble. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna down them like, nah, bro, you fucking suck. Because then they're gonna look at me like, hey, this dude just because he made a couple songs, he thinks he's good. Nah, bro, keep going. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying?
Even if they feel like society, like all odds are against them, there's already a bunch of people out there. Like if they can't, like if they feel too small.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna be the one for them. They were probably looking towards me like, damn, he makes good music, or if that's what they're thinking, let me see what he says. I'm not gonna be like, hey, bro, you suck, bro, give it up. Nah, fuck no, keep going. And I'll even give them tips. Hey, next time slow down on the beat. Next time speed it up on the beat. Next time don't say this many words. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you point. I'm gonna look out for you before I fucking talk shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to give you my helping hand. You know what I'm saying? My pointers, what I know, because I'm not gonna say I'm a fucking artist that knows everything. I don't. I learn shit every day. But if I could help you in that and tell you like, hey, try this next time, or hold your breath this time, or you know what I'm saying? Watch how you say this, or we're fucking player made, bro. We don't hate on people.
So regardless of how society sees them, or how they feel like society sees them, or anything, regardless of all that, is just go, just do it.
Do you?
Just do you.
Do you? Because at the end of the day, bro, I have so many what ifs. And I don't live my life like that no more. What if this could happen? Or what if that could have happened? Nah, motherfucker, like, with anything, you know what I'm saying? Music, girls, whatever, man, go shoot your shot, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You want to put a song out, go put it out. I'm going to give you more props for doing it than sitting on your ass and talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Well,
that's what they say. Yeah, that's what they say. They say people's biggest regrets on their deathbeds aren't the things they did, it's the things that they didn't do.
And that's I'm barely 28, and I realized that, like, hey, fuck that, bro. What's the worst that could happen? You get rejected, your song could suck, you lose a fight. Oh well.
That's it. Oh well. Like,
dust yourself off and keep on moving.
And they also say the richest. They were saying, somebody was telling a story where it was like, the richest. What do you think the richest land is all over the world? Like, what's the richest land? And then after some guesses, they came across. They revealed the answer. And it's like, no, the richest land, the most valuable land, are the graveyards, because in the graveyards, you'll find all the songs that were never made, all the paintings that were never done, all the books that were never written, all the dreams that were never pursued. All that in the graveyard. People took it just all the way, and that was it. And that was life, and that was our run. When we really have nothing to lose, especially with art, with making stuff, nothing to lose, right?
Exactly.
No society, disregarded, not disregarded, discarded, not discarded. We'll make art.
I was lucky, you know what I'm saying? I put my first song out there, and everybody was feeling it, so I was like, oh shit, like maybe I am good with this shit, you know what I'm saying? And I ran with it for a while, but then, like I said, life got a hold of me. The depression got a hold of me, the anxiety got a hold of me, and
now time for you to get a hold of them.
Exactly, and that's what I'm doing every day, bro. It's a it's a bitch, but like I told you, it's a war I fight in my head every fucking day, and if you ain't never lived through it, you'll never know what the fuck I mean, because it's you know what I'm saying. It's just something I deal with, and millions of other people deal with, but
absolutely. But you're doing it, and you're still here, and Romeo's still here, your little guy's still here, and tomorrow's another day, and you get another shot, and we'll see what happens, right? It's just like, that's what it is.
Like one of my homeboys told me that he goes, why give up today when tomorrow could be the best day of your life?
Yeah, that's a good one. I like also when they say, it's up to you. You have the choice. One day or day one.
Exactly. Or that other one, what side of the camera do you want to be on?
That's the one right there. I'm telling you. Speaking of that, yesterday I was at the Mayo Clinic, the number one hospital in the world, filming a pilot for our Chicano Issues podcast video thing. I was filming the pilot yesterday at the hospital with doctors on there, speaking with doctors, showing my art, talking about Chicano issues and all that. So yeah, we're moving. Like I said, like we're moving.
Hell yeah, bro.
Let's keep it
Nothing
going.
more respect for you, bro.
You too. I'm excited to see what you got coming up. You know damn well we're gonna work together soon.
Yes, sir. You already know.
I got some missions for you too. Some episodes. We gotta talk next episodes. Hey, but thank you for your time. Thank you for just chopping it up. Thank you for all this this great input, man. Because it's like somebody's gonna get something from this. It's really cool.
Yeah, for sure, bro. If I could help, like I said, if I could help you, bro, it's out the love. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh, you're gonna help way more than me. I promise you that. Wait till we get it popping online. Watch. Check it out.
Already.
You'll see. Hey, in the meantime, keep making work when you can. Keep finding time, whatever, because you already know I got some things in the work. So don't be surprised if I sideline you with a project.
Shit, I'm always ready.
That's it, right? Take notes, draw, any kind of thing you want to do to create or whatever. Just stay ready so you ain't got to get ready.
Exactly. It's because where we're from, we stay ready, so we ain't got to get ready.
You already know. Yes, sir. Hey, all right, well, hit me up whenever, bro. You already know I'm going to be here. I'll let you know when things are coming out. I'm going to, I wrote some notes here, too. Yeah, over the next few weeks, I'm just going to, like, get the headphones on and just, like, vibe out and make something like inspired.
Make sure you got some of my songs playing in that shit, so you get, you know what I'm saying?
Ooh, boy, there you go. Done. I forgot. Yeah, that's right, because you have the audio component. That's perfect.
Yeah, I got it on the SoundCloud.
Done. Yeah, I might even tap into those lyrics too.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Those are some deep ass lyrics I have on there.
Oh yeah, no, I'm gonna need a mural now.
There you go.
Hey, that's badass. Because I already took a lot of notes for like a badass viaje, like based on this alone. So now getting into the music. Yeah. All right, cool. Perfect. And I'll keep you posted on it too. Tag you, all that shit. All right, bro.
Yeah, let me know, bro. Keep me in the mix.
All day. You already know it. This is just the beginning, bro. We're like literally on the verge of just lifting off. And you're on that rocket ship with us, bro. Let's go.
I appreciate you, bro.
Alrighty, bro. Keep doing your thing.
Yes, sir. You too.
All right, ladies.
There.